on the red carpet last night, and joining us for the big recap, our fashion trend expert and friend of the show, Mariana Quiros. Thank you so much, as always, for being with us. After another, the biggest awards night that we have in the year. Arguably, that's what most everybody thinks.
You know, I think that the Oscars are really the Super Bowl for evening gowns.
I agree.
So everybody really anticipates all the glamour that we're going to see on the red carpet, and I don't think that Hollywood disappointed at all.
No, so overall, you thought the looks were pretty stunning.
You know, Alicia, I thought they were beautiful.
Nice.
And what I really respected and really enjoyed was that, you know, so many of the award shows that we have seen recently, there has been just overt sexiness and skin showing with cutouts. And I thought that this year the women on the red carpet looked very sophisticated, very classy, and all of the designers really were represented.
I couldn't agree more with you. Let's get to our first trend that you were talking to me about, blue. I know 50 Shades of Grey might not have been, you know, big hit for the Oscars, but Shades of Blue, huge hits. Here we have Brie Larson.
Yes, and a big winner.
Best actress.
Big winner for the night.
So she's wearing Gucci. Tell us about this look.
Yes, you know what, this dress is beautiful and one of my favorites because she's demonstrating a strong spring trend that we saw on the runways, which was that very feminine, flouncy chiffon look with a lot of those ruffles. And you know, her figure is beautiful.
Absolutely.
So she really showed it off in the form of this dress with the deep V at the waist with that beautiful jewel detail and in the belt. And I think she looked feminine, I think she looked beautiful, and it was one of my favorites.
Well, the next one up is Sofia Vergara, friend of ABC, obviously, on Modern Family, and she's wearing Marchesa. And what did you think?
Oh, you know, she never looks bad.
She doesn't.
And you know, that is her go-to silhouette, if you notice.
Right.
It's the strapless, it's the fit, it's the form, and it really accentuates all of her beautiful curves. Yes, I mean, and that is the look that she wears. And I have to tell you, when she came out in that dress, in that midnight blue satin, it was reminiscent of the dress you wore at the auto show.
Putting me in category with her.
Well, I've got to tell you, as soon as she came out, I thought, that looks like what Alicia's dress.
I loved that, and I loved her earrings too, and how she had her hair.
The statement, I like the fact that she did wear that statement earring because of all the glitter and all of the beading on her dress.
But yeah, no, I loved that look. Next up, Naomi Watts also had a shade of blue with Armani Prive. Look at all, is that almost ombre too?
You know, it is an ombre. It's the purple, it's the blues, and also the sequin detail and placement of that was like a mermaid. It was scaled like a fish, and it really had a beautiful shimmer and iridescent shade to it. And her partner, Liev Schreiber, he's the one that picked it.
Did he really?
Yes. I was reading that she had numerous gowns that were sent to her, and that was his favorite. So I thought that was really special.
I agree.
And I will tell you, as a styling tip, though, because of all that glitter and glamour on her, I don't know that I would have done that necklace.
It is a pretty big
which they talked
necklace.
about how beautiful all those diamonds were. I think I would have gone with a statement ear as a styling tip.
Because your dress has so much.
So much going on. And even though it is strapless, I think that the statement ear really brings up some attention to your neckline. And I think that from a proportion perspective is a styling tip I always like to talk about.
That makes perfect sense. Now, we don't want to leave the gentleman out.
No.
Shades of Blue here. We have Mark Ruffalo, Best Supporting Actor nominee.
Another winner.
And look at that tuxedo jacket.
Oh, I
love that look.
I did too. That cobalt blue, and I always call it the WXYZ blue.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it is a great, great blue color. And we saw so many of the gentlemen in their tuxedos.
Stallone,
yes.
Michael Strahan, I loved him.
In his three-piece, he was all over blue.
Right.
And, you know, I think the guys represented also in this strong trend color.
This has been my favorite year at the Oscars for men.
Yes.
Because I usually don't even really notice them. Other than
I
they're
always
so
notice
handsome.
them.
They're so handsome. But, you know, they're clothes.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know, several stars went with the strapless look. We saw a few there, but Kate Winslet, Best Supporting Actress nominee, wore this Ralph Lauren number. What did you think?
You know what? Again, this is in my top 3 favorites, and that fabric looked like liquid when she was on the runway.
Yes.
And I don't know what that fabric is, but wow, when it hit the lights, it was so spectacular. And what I like about that, I like when there's some new fabric choices.
Something different.
Yeah, something different that you really don't need to wear a lot of jewelry with that, because it really was all of the glitter and all of the shine. And
very unique. There's nothing
spectacular.
like it. She was definitely a standout there. Next up is Alicia Vikander. She was the winner for Best Supporting Actress.
Yes.
This was one of my favorite looks. She's
I'm not
wearing
surprised.
Louis Vuitton.
You know, that color yellow
Yes.
looked so young and fresh. And because of the fact that she is so young,
Right.
I mean, I thought that silhouette, that whole look, it almost reminded me of Gwyneth Paltrow when she wore that pale pink Ralph
Right.
Lauren
Yes.
when she won for Shakespeare in Love. Same kind of thing. They're young, they're fresh, they're new Hollywood. And, you know, she really came out in a beautiful, very demure, ladylike dress.
Absolutely. And I loved how it was kind of billowing
Yeah, that
at the
poofy
bottom.
hemline, and
Yeah.
that was custom made for her by
nice.
Louis Vuitton.
Beautiful.
So, you know, she's getting a lot of attention in the fashion world.
We also want to talk about Priyanka Chopra. You know,
Oh,
she's a star. of the
everybody's
80s.
talking about
I
her.
mean, this dress, when she
Yes.
walked out, I was like, wow, the star of Quantico really bringing it home with ZUHAIR and MURAD, right?
Yes, and you know, I've got to tell you, that strapless look, she had a lot of trends going on here.
Right.
She had the strapless going on as a silhouette.
Sure.
She had this lace detailing, which we
Very
also
popular,
saw on
yes.
the spring runways with all of the designers, with that feminine look to it.
Yes.
And then, you know, that color white, which, you know, I know we're going to be talking about that also. So she was hitting on all pistons.
She really
And
was.
with her darker skin tone and her coloring, oh, I mean, that was, she hit that out of the park.
Every time I saw that dress, I noticed something new about it that I
Yes.
loved. So,
And it was pretty sheer.
It was.
I didn't
but it wasn't
realize
so
that.
sheer that I was like,
No,
you
that it
know?
wasn't offensive in
Right.
any way, and
Yeah.
it was just enough sheerness where it kind of gave a little bit of a, you know, illusion about
just a
it.
little bit.
Just a little bit, little mystery.
So, love those. Thank you so much. Give quickly your favorite.
My favorite one was Charlize Theron.
Oh.
I thought that was spectacular in Dior, and I tell you that necklace that she wore was
Yes.
3.7 million
To
in
what?
diamonds by Harry Winston.
3.7
million,
So she probably had security breathing down
I
her
would
neck
guess.
all night
And
long.
who was your favorite?
My favorite, there were many, but Kate Blanchett. And I know some people didn't love that dress with the feathers and the flowers, but
gorgeous.
I loved that dress. So Mariana Karros, thank you so much for Fashion Trend Expert.